Hello, my name is Steve Lally and I'm a professional storyteller, and I've been working on the Museums Tell Stories project in a couple of museums in the north of Ireland. And one of the museums I was working in was Bagnall's Castle, also known as Newry and Mourne Museum, and they're based in Newry, County Down. And I was given a series of boxes, memory boxes containing objects to do with the idea of reminiscence, hopefully as a catalyst to get people to tell stories. Now the box I've taken with me today is the schools, memories of school. In this box I found this little school bag. Beautiful old leather school bag or satchel, I suppose. And I had one very similar to this as a child when I was going to school, and I was very proud of it. So yeah, I mean, when I was in school, it was a long time ago, and of course nowadays everything is internet and computers. Back then it was all books, you know, and these little things could be quite heavy, full of unopened, unstudied books when it came to myself. So school back then, it was a school in countryside in County Kildare, and you know, you basically use your imagination when it came to play. Like I said, we didn't have computers or anything like that. So kids played a lot of games and stuff, and in your school bag you might bring a couple of toys with you, maybe a couple of Star Wars figures or something like that, and swap with your friends and things like that. So you know, that was good fun. But being a creative, artistic type, I wasn't the best pupil when it came to the academic side of things. So I used to love playing at lunchtime out in the yard and whatnot. And then, of course, after school, I would play in the field next door to the house called Coonan's Field. And I wrote a wee poem about those times as a child between the ages of maybe 6 and 8, playing in this field. And I'd like to share it with you. So here we go. When I was a kid, you'll never guess what I did. To avoid all things boring and tragic, I'd step inside my mind and there I would find a world full of adventure and magic. With a stick for a sword and a bin lid for a shield, off I would go and fight monsters in Coonan's Field. Now Coonan's Field, I'll have you know, was no place for the faint-hearted to go. There was monsters there of every sort and kind, and some were big and some were small, but each one had its own battle call. But the one that I feared most of all was the mighty Emperor Troll. He had red flashing eyes and a great big nose, terrible sharp teeth and ferocious claws. And he come running at me to the mud and the muck, and it was all going just fine until my welly boots got stuck. Well, he came at me hurling boulders and rocks, and I thought, forget about this, I'll fight him in my socks. And we were having such a great time, you see, until I heard a voice calling out for me. It was my mother calling me in for my tea. So I looked at my troll friend with a bit of sadness and sorrow, and I said, hey buddy, we're just going to have to finish this tomorrow. And so much time has passed and things have changed, as we all know. And whatever happened to my wonderful troll friend, I'll never know. But whenever I feel sad or a little bit low, there's a place in my memory where I can always go, and I think of those things that I did when I was young and I was a kid, to avoid all things boring and tragic. When I'd step inside my mind and there I would find a world full of adventure and magic. With a stick for a sword and a bin lid for a shield, a little boy fighting monsters in Coonan's Field. Thank you very much.